But despite the media's disapproval, public opinion of the president actually went up last year. So did the spin really matter? Joining us now to react is senior news producer at The Daily Signal and visiting fellow at the Independent Women's Forum, Kelsey Harkness. Kelsey, good to see you again.
Good morning.
Good morning. So why do you think this is? Why do you think they focus so negatively on the president? 90% of the coverage on the three major networks was negative.
Well, clearly the mainstream media has an agenda here, and their agenda is to hurt the President of the United States. Just when you think things can't get worse, they do. This week we have the Washington Post fact-checking burgers that the President brought in for Clemson football players. We have CNN drooling over this insane idea that the President is a Russian agent, and we have countless more examples of this. So I think this is unfortunate. I think the media, part of their problem is their inability to have any sort of sense of humor. We do have a president who can be funny at times when he talks about bringing burgers into the White House that are mile high. Nobody thinks he's taking that literally, and yet the mainstream media is fact-checking him just to further their anti-Trump negative agenda.
Despite all the negative news and their negative agenda, his approval ratings went up. Last year, if you look at January, he had a 40% approval rating. And then at the end of the year, December, 42.7. So why is that? Is America smarter? They figured this out? They see through this?
Absolutely. I think Americans see right through this. If you turn on most of your channels on TV, it's very clear that the media has an anti-Trump bias. And if anything, it actually is helping the president. But I say that noting that it is unfortunate, this anti-Trump bias, because the media plays an important role in our country. The media is an important institution. And when they constantly have it out for President Trump, Americans aren't taking the media seriously. And if something does occur, that both sides need to rally around, many Americans aren't going to believe them because the media has cried wolf one too many times.
Well, Kelsey, his approval ratings have gone down a little bit at the beginning of this year. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think we're in the middle of a government shutdown. I don't think that's good for any Americans. I don't think that's good for the president or Democrats. And I think we need to get out of that. But look, as long as the economy keeps booming, as long as unemployment continues to reach record lows, specifically for minorities, I think those rates will continue to climb. And hopefully the president will get some credit eventually in the media when that credit is due.
Okay, Kelsey Harkness, thank you for your perspective.
Thank you.
You're welcome. One commentator